Hey there, church. I wish you well as spring really feels it's getting underway. Yesterday and today, just so glorious to hear more birds and to see rabbits starting to hop around. Uh, the dandelions shooting up. Yesterday, I walked past Jerry, our custodian, as he was doing some work in the gardens, and I smelled soil. I smelled dirt, and it was wonderful. All the dirt coming up and releasing its odor after these months of winter. It's St. Patrick's Day today, and no, St. Patrick did not bring green beer to Ireland, although the Irish would have been grateful, I'm sure. At the age of 16, Patrick, who grew up in Britain, was kidnapped by pirates and taken to Ireland. Eventually, he escaped and made it back home to Britain. But then, as his Christian faith matured and certainly deepened on his harrowing journey from captivity into release, he became consecrated a bishop and was called to return to Ireland, where he preached the gospel and was an instrument of reconciliation among warring factions in Ireland. He preached among the local Celtic chiefs and trained monks and nuns. And so Patrick was very much about the theme that we're going to be getting into in our Liturgy of the Ordinary this week, which is confession, owning up to the truth about ourselves, how all of us in one way or another are people who are lost, people who need to be found by God, whose hearts need to turn away from things that are not the fullness of our humanity and toward Christ, who is the fullness of humanity, and showed that by forgiving and healing and telling so many stories in which the hero of the story is the lost person, not the one who thinks they have their life together, but the one who has made a wrong turn or finds themselves far off from the life they're meant for. And so this week we'll gather again for worship and think on this theme. We'll get together in small groups and explore our own lives as kind of people who get lost, who don't have all of our stuff together, but are nonetheless loved by God and are sought by God and are given every moment of every day as an opportunity to repent, which is to turn, to change our minds. And one of the big mind changes we might have is that our lostness is problematic to a relationship with God. Actually, it's a blessing, because it's where we are lost that we find God most. So let's continue living the Liturgy of the Ordinary. One word: at the session's meeting on Tuesday, the session lifted the mask recommendation in light of the improved COVID situation. And so as you come, by all means, if you feel like wearing a mask is good for you, go ahead and do so. But we are no longer asking or recommending that people wear masks inside the building. This is a real blessing, and may it continue. Friends, let's keep on being the church after the spirit of St. Patrick, who lived in the spirit of Christ. Loving God, sharing relationships, serving others from the heart of Christ.